can be found sitting here all alone. If you can't come around, at least telephone. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Baby, if I made you mad, or else something I might have said, please let's forget the past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's still you I'm thinking of. Don't stop thinking of me, don't make me feel this way. Come on over here and love me. You know, don't you say, don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Why should we be apart? I really love you, baby, from my heart. Let's walk to the preacher. Let us say I do. Then you know you have me, and I knew that I have you. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's still you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Why should we be apart? I really love you, baby, from my heart. Elvis, the King. Hi, folks. Welcome to show 71. When I came in today, I found that the curtain was moved back and the window with its own curtains is visible. I said, I'll take it. Look, we can have a different style for this show. I've also brought in my pet television. Now, I found this on the street the other day. It's, I don't know, a 5-inch black and white television. I'm not sure why somebody would want one, but it was made in 2002, so I guess people are still getting tiny little black and white televisions. Maybe it was part of a security system. This I don't know. Security systems are often black and white, the ones I've seen. Anyway, I've got it over there producing in-between station blurriness for you. So, I hope things are well. It's raining like it's raining outside a lot. And I have heard that if we open up this curtain behind me, that it ruins the whole thing. All you see is blank white. It would look like heaven, which of course is one of the songs I'm going to do tonight. Everyone is trying it to the bar. And the name of the bar is called Heaven. The band in heaven plays my favorite song. Play it once again. They play it all night long. Heaven, heaven is a place where nothing ever happens. Heaven, heaven is a place where nothing ever happens. There is a party, everyone is there. Everyone will leave at exactly the same time. And it's hard to imagine that nothing at all could be so exciting, could be so much fun. Heaven, heaven is a place where nothing ever happens. Heaven, heaven is a place where nothing ever happens. Pretty interesting with the light completely different. We were trying to make sure that it doesn't look too blue, but it really is pretty blue, don't you think? Kind of blue. I hope you enjoyed last week's show with the, it was a very interesting blend of two different shows with Jack Chicago, and thank you again, Jack. Jack Chicago and me doing one song each from show 69 during show 70. And I had to manipulate the sound. Now I've gotten to manipulate the audio. You may notice with this one that it doesn't sound so much like it's recorded in a closet as all the dozens of previous shows. Yes, I've been playing with the sound. I like making it sound better. Of course, there's only so much time we can spend on it. I've been thinking a lot about alternate takes and doing things over and over because of Little Richard. Perhaps I will now include here my rap about that Little Richard album. I've been listening to the 6 CD Little Richard specialty sessions on the British Ace label. And wow, it's got multiple takes of all these songs that I know by heart. I studied them like the Bible. I studied them when I was 11 years old. Little Richard he just opened up my whole world to emotional expression, you might say. What's odd is that songs may have 10 takes, but they're divided among the CDs. I can't figure it out. Why would you put take 3 and the master take on one CD, and then takes 4, 5, and 6 on another CD, and takes 8 and 9 on another CD, therefore inferring that the master was take 10, I guess. It is so odd. I can't figure out why they're not together. I will say, along with Robert Palmer, R.I.P. Robert Palmer, a great rock critic and writer, I do agree with him that it is astonishing that Little Richard can make a syllable into 10 notes with melisma. This is the vocal technique that Ray Charles and Aretha Franklin were most famous proponents of. Now, perhaps Mariah Carey is. I mean, she'll take a syllable and put 20 notes in it. But the astonishing thing was that Little Richard hit every single note on the head, and he was a powerfully emotional singer. I learned that he got his woo, he got that from Marian Anderson, and he got a lot of other things from Sister Rosetta Tharpe, and he got his, some of his piano stylings from Esquerita. Esquerita was spelled that way, but actually his name was, his initials were SQ, and his last name was Reeder. So SQ Reeder was his name, and he changed that to Esquerita, and had long hair and crazy glasses, and he was quite a character. Unfortunately, his Capitol recordings have a vastly inferior band to Little Richard's band, so he doesn't really get a fair chance to have a great album, in my opinion. Okay, another Lieber and Stoller song. First a hit for the Drifters, then for Dion.
Oh,
Grew up in the country beside a chicken shack. Then I came to the city and I didn't look back. I'm living in hope, living in hope. I'm a living in hope. I'm a living in hope. Walking around the city, feeling all alone. Nobody told me that the streets are made of stone, but I'm living in hope. I'm living in hope. I'm living in hope. I'm living in hope. Can't find my feet or a friendly face in this God-forsaken town. Nobody wants to lend a hand unless they want to put you down. Got no woman, no steady job, feeling like a cowboy, looking like a slob, but I'm living in hope. I'm living in hope. Living in hope. Living in hope. Hi folks. Yep, it's me. I'm on TV, not only on your TV, I'm on TV. I'm on my 5-inch black and white TV that I picked up by the curb yesterday. That is something. Look at that. I can see it right over your shoulder. Yes, I hope you've enjoyed show 71. And gosh, I tell you, today I found the last waltz. You all undoubtedly know about the last waltz, and you know about Levon Helm passing away, R.I.P. I've been reading about the last waltz. It turns out that for the soundtrack and for the movie, they overdubbed the entire band except for Levon Helm, except for his voice and his drums. They overdubbed everything. Some live show, eh? Not only that, but the evening consisted of a long show. I mean, it had a Thanksgiving dinner and everything. I mean, it was quite a Bill Graham production. But there are 4 CDs of material, and I got a hold of the original Last Waltz today. 4 CDs with everything that happened that evening in the order that it happened. Not as well mastered and not as good sounding as the official release, but comprehensive record of everything that happened. It's amazing. Yes, that was changed. I can't believe it. Live albums that they release them as live albums, but they're not live albums. I've heard of many times that this has happened. The Bruce Springsteen live set, I've heard, has overdubs. I guess the most extreme example was Johnny Rivers live at the Ogogo, whatever that first album was with Memphis on it. Lou Adler recorded an audience for 30 seconds and looped it for the entire album. so that you can hear the same glass breaking 100 times in the course of the album. Incredible. Anyway, it's really something. I'm looking forward to hearing the last waltz the way it really was. I can't believe that nobody got paid. Robbie Robertson got paid and Martin Scorsese, but the other guys in the band did not make a penny off that movie. Can you believe that? I can't. Neither could Levon. I'll leave it at that because what he said was something I shouldn't repeat on TV. He wasn't happy about it though, and I don't blame him. Gosh, can you imagine that? Anyway, there were many complications in many of these live shows. You know, Woodstock was a big show, you know a lot from it, but I mean, there were full sets. Everybody did a full set. And very little of that is in the movie, even the expanded movie. I mean, Creedence Clearwater, their management didn't want them to appear in the movie. So even though Creedence Clearwater was one of the hits of Woodstock, they're not in any of the movies or soundtracks. 1, 2. Isn't this some TV that you're staring at? It's got a VHF and UHF dial. That's, let's see, over on that side. It's really something. Looking in what is not a mirror. That is really strange. Okay, I'll just go like that. That side has the dial. Then down below, here, one of these is the power button, and then there's the VHF, UHF switch, and then there's the volume, and then there's a little plug-in for headphone. I wonder if I'll ever use this at home as a TV. Can't help but wonder, but the price was right, and I'm sure it's worth every penny I didn't pay for it. Okay, enough about this. This is show 71. I salute anyone out there who's 71 years old. I salute you. Now this show is 71 shows old. I hope you have a great week between now and the next show. If you're watching this on YouTube, that's a little abstract. But you can watch it on YouTube and on the LCA TV online website. They have a large file of my shows. You can go to one central spot, lcatv.org, and you can find Messing Around. And if you go to that page, many, many shows are available for you. On YouTube, I'm concentrating on single songs now. Everybody likes them better. Should I say they have more hits? I get more hits. They're hits. Well, some of them have been seen hundreds of times, whereas only several of these shows have been seen hundreds of times on YouTube. Some of them have been seen as few as 15 times. That's 15 loyal viewers there. And I want to thank those 15 people. I don't know if it's a different 15 every time. I wouldn't know. But as I talk, we will reach the end of this tape, and all of a sudden, the tape will stop, and my voice will stop, and my gesticulating will stop, and everything will stop. It'll just plain stop.